So after a long 3-hour journey from Kuala Lumpur to here, what's this place called?
The town, or where we're staying?
The town.
The town village is called, or the park is called Taman Negara, and the village is called Kuala Tehan.
There you go, and here we are at the Tehan guest house. It's also called the Fatihah Inn. It's basically the same place. We thought that when we saw it. Basically he split it in half so he didn't have to pay tax. Very clever. It's very quirky. It's a backpacker's place. There's no hot water, but it doesn't matter. Look at it. It is very cool. So I'll give you a quick squiz of our room. A little bathroom on a pedestal, the toilet on a pedestal. It's a zero post bed with a net. We've been leaving the door open door open at night. It's been lovely. This quick view out of here. It has been lovely, bright and sunny. It's been raining every afternoon. We're doing a night walk tonight, I hope, finally. And that is where the mosque is. This acts like a funnel, so it comes through there on the tannoy, waking us up at about 6 o'clock in the morning. Quarter to six.
Yes.
Now, I didn't realise the time that they call it changes every day by about a minute, depending on time and planets. So there you go. So yeah, lovely little place. But today they've got a water leak. It is pouring through. It's not raining, but it's pouring through the roof. Yeah, it looks a bit mouldy, so it's obviously happened before. There's loads of ants up there. They're obviously escaping. There's a tiny little lizard there who's having lunch on ants. They are everywhere. My God, they're above our room. I just noticed. Oh, jeez. Tiny, tiny little ants. Hopefully they'll stay up out of the way. They've obviously come out from the rain.
It's a quick walk through Kuala Tehan, the village, which is the gateway to Taman Negara National Park.
We used this restaurant a couple of times. Anne restaurant, it's quite nice. There's a tour company there, a load of people. Thought we'd have just a quick walk through. We're going to the tour guide the other end, try and book our night walk for tonight because it's not raining, thankfully. Yet. The host of our accommodation was saying tomorrow he's shut because they're going into town to pick up a month's worth of supplies, because when it starts raining in the next few days, it'll rain 20 hours a day for 7 or 8 days constantly. The river will flood and you won't be able to get out. At least a month they'll be stuck here, so they go and buy all the supplies. So this is the high street. There's about 6 or 7 shops here. There's restaurants, Alloy fried chicken. We've seen it open once for about an hour. This place on the corner we've seen open twice in the morning, and that's it. We've eaten there a couple of times. It is just a one-stop shop really, or a one-trick pony, or whatever you want to call it. It's a massive big school where they come from all the little villages. 10 villages up and down the river here come to here.
What I found fascinating with the village is that they reckon there's 10 villages up their bit of river that they deal with. Only 4 of them send their kids to the school here because the others is too far away for the transport. But the 4 villages, all of the kids are in one class together. They don't mix with the rest of the school, and apparently they're learning basically what the other kids are learning in kindergarten, because they've only been going to school since 2017, I think he said. So it's only 5 years, so they're further behind than the rest. But yeah, they're all learning together. I wonder if another 5 years time they'll start integrating them a bit more.
Well, they are village people. They are a tribe of their own, with 3,000 or 4,000 members only, spread throughout the whole of the national park.
Yeah. So whether they want to keep them separate or what, I don't know. I need to find out more about it. There's obviously reasons for it, but yeah, they're in a different group.
So basically, that's the whole walk of the village. Oh, there's another restaurant we've not seen open with lights on. I think they just randomly open for a couple of days a week only. And most of them are full of locals as well. This is the tourist information and the river. We'll go and sort out our trip. What better place could there be for lunch than sat on a floating restaurant on the river, on the convergence between the Tembling and Tahan River. You can't see it from here, but the Tahan River is black and it doesn't mix for a couple of 100 yards, so there's a black streak along that edge. This is brown because of the heavy rain's been washing the silt down. It changed colour last week apparently, or the week before. The rainy season started. Our host was saying today that another 2 weeks and it will be raining 24/7 all day, every day.
And then the water level will be up to higher than we can see into.
Imagine that, 30 foot plus of water here.
And that's quite a daunting thought. So yeah, we're here just in time. Another week we'd be too late.
Hold on tight. So we've just come across the river to the national park. The ticket to enter is 1 ringgit, which is 20p. It's 5 ringgits, which is about £1 for a license for your cameras. The canopy walk again is 5 ringgits each, so 22 ringgits for a day out is what, 4 quid. Not bad. It's sticky hot. Well, it's sticky, it's not hot yet, but it's going to be.
This is possibly the pleasantest temperature since we've been here.
On the board at the front where reception is into the park, there's a big notice board to say elephants have been seen in the last couple of weeks. Let's see what we see.
Welcome to the jungle, we got fun and games, we got everything you need, honey, you know the names, we've got the... Now I'm feeling the pressure and I can't remember the rest of the words.
So you think you're walking along these boardwalks and you think it's actually causing damage to the rainforest, but they actually put it here to stop soil erosion, to actually protect the rainforest, and it makes it a little bit easier than walking than trying to hack through the undergrowth. It is thick, dense, lush, and this is just the very, very edge of it. It goes in, is it 400 odd kilometres square miles? I can't remember. If I'm miles wrong, I'll put a correction.
Yeah, there's a lot of square mileage to it. There's one of the hikes that you can do is 7 days. It's a little bit beyond us, that one, but that's to go up into the mountain, and there's campsites set up on the way up. We're just going to do a couple of hours.
One thing I am surprised about is just how quiet the jungle is. I know the frogs and the cicadas and the birds sing in the morning, sing in the evening, and it is only about 10:30 now at the latest, but my god, it's quiet. Other than dripping rain, there's nothing.
Something moved down there.
Well, look at these vines, like twisting up into the tree.
Behind the tree, gonna come out that side on the ground.
According to one of the game wardens we spoke to, we were very lucky to see the elusive and extremely rare mouse deer. So we've just come across this camouflage tree. It is, look at the colours on it. That's quite a big one. There's a little baby one there. There's a couple more here. Camouflage tree. I wonder what this is. If anyone knows, please feel free to send us a message and tell us. Wow.
Oh, look, we just walked past one there.
Oh yeah, big one there.
Yeah. We obviously didn't see it.
We've seen elephant poo on the pathway. We know it's elephant poo because one of the guides we caught up with a couple of Chinese, was telling them about it. It's been there about 2 to 3 weeks by the size of the fungus growing. and if the fungus is twice as big, it's been there a month or more. So I know about elephant poo. So I suppose, like the rest of the whole world, 2 years of lockdown means things have gone wrong. So this path's broken here, and the way round is a slippery slide and a rope.
Very wet.
It's amazing how much in 2 years has fallen apart. But nature here takes it back. I'm going to watch Claire fall over her. This might not be YouTube, this might be you've been framed. Nah, she'll be fine. I had a spot of lunch. I had some mung bean fritters, they were called.
Yeah.
Which are sweet mung beans in a really savoury short crust pastry.
Possibly the shortest thing ever.
And
they crumbled.
As we sat here, obviously we dropped a few bits. But look at this ant. He obviously wants that piece of pastry for home. My God, do you see the size of the pastry? Let's go back to him just a minute.
The ant's quite big, but that bit of pastry he's dragging's a lot bigger.
That is mad. Some of the ants here, we've seen some fire ants. They're about the size of your thumb almost.
Yeah, probably that. Yeah, probably not far off the size of your thumb, actually.
You certainly wouldn't want to get bitten by one of those.
No, I don't. I get bitten by the black ants in England, which Tom reckons don't actually bite. They do bite. So no, I don't want to get bitten by them. Now, this is cool to watch.
So the canopy walk in the park here is self-proclaimed as the longest canopy walkway in the world.
Yeah.
And it's about 45 metres up.
50.
So off we go into the trees. Right, here we go. Go, girl.
What we see. 5 metres apart.
Not us, from other groups.
No, each person 5 metres apart.
Go, keep going. These have all been built. Apparently they haven't used a single nail or a screw. Instead they use bits of wood tied around the trees to protect the tree. Wow, it's nice and wobbly. Yeah, proper wobble. I better put the camera down for a minute. This is an incredibly wobbly bridge. I wasn't sure it's going to be quite this wobbly. But yeah, you got to kind of struggle to hold on. So filming and doing that, and watching Claire, who really doesn't like this very much. Yeah, it goes over to our right, and it gets higher and higher as we go kind of into the valley. It's phenomenal. I've used that word a few times today, but actually to be inside the forest like this is a privilege. It is an amazing feeling walking through the canopy, looking down at trees which are, what, 20 metres below us, and they're 20-25 metres tall. But the trees above us go even higher. It is fabulous up here. Quiet, can't hear many birds, haven't seen many insects. That's something I am really surprised about. Other than that, this is brilliant. Let's go. Catch up with Claire. You got to walk with your feet in the middle. If you walk like a man, apparently, then the bridge sways left to right. I think Claire's glad to get to the other end of each of these. So this tree that we're attached to is so big. You put your arms around it, one on the other, and you can't reach. Actually, I think it would probably take 4 of my stretches to go all the way around this. It is huge. And this is the first joint in it. Other than that, it goes straight up from the floor. Yeah, it's huge. These trees are enormous. They must be hundreds and hundreds of years old. They've been sat here, what they've seen over the years, God knows. There's a mozzie flying around me, right in front of the lens. Ah, that is a mozzie. Horrible thing. I've heard a few buzzes. So one of the descriptions of this, one of the reviews for the walkway, was that it felt like ladders suspended from cheap bits of rope. And to be honest, that cable there is apparently a 10-ton rated cable. These here that are holding the thing up are a 5-ton rated cable. These holding the ladders up, and they are ladders, because if I come down, it is a ladder. It's a ladder down. If I go sideways, you'll see actually that all these pieces of wood are actually bolted to ladders. So it is ladders suspended. Yeah. I think the construction of this wouldn't be passed by any other Western society. Certainly the British would never pass this, the Europeans, the Americans. I think even B&Q wouldn't want to sell this many ladders to somebody. It really is a ladder on a string. But one of the most fantastic walks I've ever had. Worth every penny of the 95p I paid each.
In its defence, it wasn't set up as a tourist attraction. It was set up for observation. It was originally done so scientists could climb up there and observe the canopy. Unfortunately, because tourists are now allowed here, there's no animals here. They've got plenty of rainforest to go into, so there's hardly any animals here. But it's still very pretty and slightly thrilling to walk across it.
You're glad you're down now?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got the rest of it to go yet?
Yeah, there's more.
That was one hell of a walk. We are now absolutely dripping wet. I mean, look, it is pouring off her.
It is.
It is soaked. My t-shirt is soaked. That was the best canopy walk I've ever done. Awesome. Came out, we saw a couple of lizards. Probably not big enough on the camera to see. They were probably 8-10 inches long, maybe. Shiny, like a skink, I'm guessing. We haven't seen many animals.
To us plebs, to me it looked like a really fat slow worm with legs. That's the best way to describe them, I think. That kind of colour, that kind of skin.
So I'll do a search on the internet later for a fat worm without legs. Oh, okay, see what happens.
Fat worm with legs.
This is something we've been waiting for a very long time.
Well, 2.5 days.
Especially after today's walk. And it's Carlsberg, possibly the worst lager on the planet. They've run out of Tiger. This will do us.
I think there's worse lagers than this.
Cheers.
I think.
I can't wait.
You carry on.
Cheers. Is that the best Carlsberg ever?
Yep, that's the worst beer ever. But I don't care.
So that there is the restaurant we went to for the first night, and yesterday you could just about get to it. After the heavy rains, you can't get to there. The little boat island in the middle, the little boat's on its way. The little island there is now covered. That was there this morning. It has come up since we left there this morning. Hey, hon.
Yeah? Hi.
Boats, baby. This is going to be a fast, very wet run. We're going up to a village, a traditional village, to see blow darting and all sorts of stuff. The thing I really wanted to do more than anything was this boat ride. So here we are.
Part of our boat trip was to a local indigenous village to go and see some of their skills, including how to start a fire from scratch, blow darting. Quite interesting to see. It's definitely set up as a tourist trap. They say that they live there. They probably do. But it feels very odd going in to have a little look around and see their huts. But certainly how to start a fire from scratch and how to do the blow darting was very interesting. And they were a good bunch of people, really welcoming and really full of lots of information.
Where'd it go?
On the floor.
I'll give you another try.
You can blow harder than that. She completely missed. Hit the floor.
Don't blow like you one. Because some people they blow. No, it's not a long blow, but one part blow. Long blow for the fire. Yeah.
I think you need to aim higher.
You smoking? No, right?
For a long time. No more, but I used to.
Yeah?
Yeah. No.
Oh my life.
Much better.
Unfortunately, the camera doesn't really zoom in far enough. That weir is probably about 2 foot. There's a lot of water bashing down. For some reason we've stopped, I don't know why. The engine was going splut splut. I thought he was taking the Mickey. But we are stopped at the moment. Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, I think he's fixing the engine. Oh, we've just come round the corner. Look at this lot. He's going for it big time. Definitely going splashing. Yeah. We're gonna get wet. Only deliberately. Only deliberately. Oh, I think he's gonna hit. No, he's not hitting the island. Loving it. Oh yeah. Here's the big rapids. Yeah, me too. Right, let's do this then. Hold it there. You ready? You ready? Soaked, absolutely drenched. Claire's loving this.
Is that a photo?
No.
Oh. I should be grinning like an idiot because I thought you were taking a picture.
She always grins like an idiot. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yes, this will make you laugh. We just got back to the apartment. We've taken off our clothes. They are drenched through. But can you see? I have a dry bit. That is the only dry bit. That tiny 1-inch square of my pants is the only dry bit on everything we've got. Fantastic. So I'm going to take you for a little walk through the village. I know it's night time. This is our breakfast stop. This is the best breakfast stop. Akan Corner. It says it's open, it's not. It opens from 7 till about 11. Down the hill you can just about see the river running fast. The lights are on the floating restaurants. This is our daily walk. It's only about 5 minutes, if that, from one end to the centre, and I think the other end is about the same. It's 10 minutes from end to end. It's pitch black here, apart from the lightning. It's a lovely little village, kind of almost dead now. It's the end of the season. The rains have started, so a lot of the tours are cancelled. A lot of the places are still shut. A lot are shutting. A lot have never opened after COVID. Our guest house apparently stayed open the whole way through and has been fairly busy. We found out today that the water, when it floods, can rise by 70 metres. Can you imagine? 70 metres high. Where we were on the rapids earlier, imagine 200 foot of water in that valley. That's an awful lot of water. The highest it reached in 2014 was 78 metres higher than usual. That is an incredible amount of water. They reckon next week it'll rain every day, 7 days, 24 hours for 1 or 2 weeks. Sometimes it stops for half an hour or an hour during the day, but it's going to start raining, and when it rains the monsoons, it is a deluge. They basically just hunker down, do their paperwork. The guy that took us out today said he goes fishing. The fish come out the main rivers, they go up the little tributaries where it's not so strong, so they go fishing. Well, why not? I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I'll point towards the guest house now. Can you hear the frogs? Every day, as soon as it rains, the frogs come out and they croak and croak and croak. Through the doors there is the mosque. I've got to try and get a recording of the voice. The man sings, there's 2 of them that sings. One's completely tone deaf, and the other one's quite nice actually. Don't actually mind listening to it. It's only a couple of minutes each day. Oh, 5 times a day, but we only hear it once or twice. We both actually slept through the 5 o'clock one this morning, probably because it was 6 o'clock actually. But we slept through it. I woke up at 5 o'clock expecting to hear it. I lay there waiting, and suddenly it was 7, so I missed it. Well, all I can say is wow, wow, wow. I know it rained last night heavily. It rained for quite a few hours, which is why we didn't do the walk last night. But we wanted to go to that restaurant with the red roof there, because that's pretty much been our favourite restaurant so far. But you can't get to it. You'd have to get a boat to it. I can't see, there's a sign say open, they might come and pick you up. I can't remember if I took any video here, but this used to be about a 25 foot wide concrete. Yeah, look at that. You can't get to any of the restaurants now. I'll go down.
Cars and motorbikes yesterday.
Say that again?
This was full of cars and motorbikes. There's a big platform down here, concrete platform. But yeah, it's not happening.
Hopefully it won't rain in the next 2 hours. Let's just pray to God it doesn't. I have been desperate to go and do this nighttime walk to see bugs and beetles. So let's see. Typical. We were walking here, see the stars, see the moon, As soon as we start the walk, it starts raining. And mind, we get wet. I've seen some massive huntsman spiders. I'm looking forward to seeing scorpions. Just see the ultraviolet light, that's the scorpion in the middle.
Small one with the stick, baby.
Stick. There you go.
Wow, a wild stick insect.
Yeah. Ah,
Cool.
I like the small one.
Well spotted. He's tiny.
There you go.
Okay, that, they
There you go.
don't move.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Gotta say, it's a shame it started raining because all the animals that would have been out have gone. But we saw scorpion, we saw huntsman, we saw stick insects, we've heard beetles, we've heard frogs. I couldn't really want much more, could I? So this morning the water level has dropped pretty much down to where it was before. Maybe it's a few inches higher, but yesterday you couldn't walk on here, as you saw earlier. The restaurant here, the guys are actually trying to push their restaurant out as the as the water's dropping. Obviously they don't want to ground it. It looks like it's grounded anyway, so there's 3 of them trying to push it out. It's amazing how much it drops daily, rises and falls daily. Still can't see the little island in the middle there. Our favourite restaurant you still can't get to. Like I said yesterday, you could get just to those steps here. So it's got to have dropped by, yeah, at least 3 foot overnight, and it rained as well. It's amazing. It really is amazing, the change daily.
Join us on the next episode where we head to the Cameron Highlands for a couple of days and then down to Ipoh.